Hello, how are you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2023 in another part of the Williams Road to Glory career mode. Today we are back with the Austrian Grand Prix. Of course, a sprint weekend which adds its own little variables into it. Looking forward to seeing how we get on. Of course, last time out we had a really exciting race with Alex Albon managing to come from 17th on the grid to finish 7th and get some really good points for the team. And you know, we almost felt like, look, we've lost pace in the car. What's going on here? But Alex Albon on race day was just terrific. Unfortunately, Yuki Tsunoda did have an incident as he was fighting his way through the field late on, and his retirement, you know, was regretful. It brought about some of our parts being destroyed, so yeah, we'll have to think about that going forward. But yeah, leave a like if you are enjoying. I really have enjoyed the sort of resurgence of the series, if you like, going into season 2. So do keep the support coming. I'm glad you're enjoying, and without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action for today's episode. And yeah, Austrian Grand Prix. Let's have a little look at what do I want to look at? I don't know. Let's just push forward, I suppose. Manufacturing complete for the suspension and for the front wing. Yeah, what could we do? So we've got the new suspension. I would suggest we probably need to well, we can do one emergency one, can't we? Trying to do it as cost effective as possible here. And then one norm, or 3 normal, I guess. If I was to rush that, yeah, it doesn't actually cost too much more, does it, to rush them through, and that'll get those development slots in a little bit quicker. Where else do we need to think about parts on the car? Got side pods. Probably need some more rear wings at some point. Yeah, how about we manufacture one more front wing and one more rear wing, or 2 more rear wings if we can eventually. Looks good. Okay, scouting complete for Ocon and Gasly. So Ocon's contract is expiring at the end of the year. Gasly's still got a year on his deal. I'm kind of tempted by Ocon, to be fair. 27 years old. Is Gasly 26? Am I right in thinking? How old's Gasly? Gasly's actually a year older than Ocon. Believe it or not. He is rated 2 better than him. His development rate's average. I really hate how it doesn't go back to the previous screen you were on. And it's average for Ocon as well. Yeah, I'm pretty tempted with Ocon, to be fair, for next season. I might try and lock him down, and we always know that we can change it for next year, can't we? And yeah, I think he would be replacing Alex Albon, in all honesty. But maybe we wait until the summer break and we see which drivers actually doing better. Because if you look at the standings, they are identical in the championship at the moment on 37 points each. So that's something to think about. Of course, pole position for Alex Albon this season. Tsunoda not being as quick in qualifying as his teammate. Definitely find that interesting. Okay, let's keep going forward. Yep, rear wing. Let's get a couple of them made. Okay. And yeah, the new ATR period will be starting after this Grand Prix. So that's when we'll start designing stuff again. Okay, side pods are complete now. So why don't we make one more chassis? That'll be done in 10 days. It's all looking good to me. Hey, an Arbonne up to an 84. You must have heard us. ERS in poor condition. Yeah, you're going to have to actually swap out his stuff here. Go on to his 3rd engine of the season. Oh dear. Go on then, we'll buy his ERS. We're okay for money at the moment, so it's definitely worth doing. Gearbox looks fine. Sonora's car looking alright for now. In terms of all of that, but yeah, we'll keep it on that one for now. And then after practice, we'll put that in. That's all good. Right. Keep going. Okay. Suspension simulator concerns. Structural damage. Yeah, let's approve that. Let's have a little look at the facilities, actually. Do any of them need refurbishing? Yeah, some of them do, to be fair. So let's get them up to scratch. To make sure stuff like that doesn't happen. Yeah. It's not really costing us too much money either, so make sure that all of that is sorted. Alright, keep going. There you go. Helipad's already refurbished. Rear wings are done. It's all going well. Come on board review. Right. Yeah, I think everything's pretty good, actually. Right, let's go to our performance targets. So they want us to finish 14th. Probably expecting that to happen. It's very tough in a sprint race weekend to pull that off. But yeah, let's keep going. So here we go.
Welcome along to the spectacular setting of Austria. Set in the Austrian mountains, the Red Bull Ring offers fantastic views and thrilling racing. Originally built in 1970, the circuit has been part of the F1 season in its current format since 2014. Spielberg's challenges are all about overtaking. The DRS zones here mean passing is very possible, especially if your tyres are in a better condition than the next cars. But get caught out having to manage less than fresh tyres? You could be a sitting duck.
This weekend will be taking a slightly different form as we have the addition of a thrilling sprint race thrown into the mix.
The weekend begins here.
Okay, so as always, I'll go and do practice, although qualifying is going to be in the heavy rain as well on the Friday night. That's going to be interesting. Looks like clear skies on the Saturday and then a rainy race. Exciting times. Okay, they're not taking a lot of confidence into this weekend, or at least qualifying one, because we've been fiddling with the setups, and Iwasa has been driving in P1. I just thought I'd give it a go and see if it actually makes any difference to Yuki Tsunoda, but we'll see as we head into qualifying.
And the race weekend continues. Here we are now at qualifying.
Just like normal qualifying, the session this weekend will be divided into Q1, Q2 and Q3, with the best times determining the grid for the sprint.
There's been a bit of talk about Alex Albon, Karun. How are things looking for him today?
It's clear they're not feeling confident right now, and that's going to hurt their performance on track if they're not careful. Can they overcome it? Well, we'll soon find out.
Fortunately for us, it's nearly time for them to hit the track.
Okay, here we go then. Ready for qualifying, and unfortunate that they've got low confidence. Obviously, Albon will be getting a penalty as well. Mustn't forget that. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting qualifying session. Hopefully, we can get through to at least Q2, if not Q3, and take it from there. And that's looking good. Right, let's get ourselves into it. Let's have a look at Yuki. So Yuki is on medium confidence. So he's actually in a better position than Alexander, even though he didn't run FP1. Alright, let's have a look at rain. Yes, oh my god, it's going to rain like almost instantly. So we need to get out there quickly. We need to absolutely go for it on the outlap, I would suggest, so that we can get round in time for one dry lap.
So let's focus on tyre temps for now.
Yep, copy.
Can push through all corners.
So let's see whereabouts we get to. Luckily we are the first out there.
Use the rest.
Okay.
And let's see what Alexander Albon can do. I mean, luckily the tyre temps are pretty low anyway, so we would have needed to absolutely attack them on the outlap to be in a good place. So Albon goes purple in the first sector, and yeah, quicker than his teammate Tsunoda. We've generally found that this season, and you know, it's a tricky one of who we keep next season. Do we keep them both? Possibly. But equally, it might be fun to switch it up a little bit next season. We're going through the middle sector. Albon purple, Yuki green, and Yuki in a little bit of trouble there, a little bit of traffic. But yeah, that rain hasn't come, has it? We've been expecting that rain to hit. It hasn't hit though, and here comes Alex Albon up to the line. It's going to be in the 103s to 103.6. Tsunoda up to the line. What can he manage? It's a 103.9, sorry, 3/10 off the pace. Well, 3/10 round here is a hell of a lot.
We'll start the lifting post now.
Yeah.
Manage these tires.
Yeah, make
Okay.
sure that everything's managed here.
We want to leave court, please.
Copy.
So in they come. Don't think there's going to be another round of dry running, so Lewis Hamilton is going to be out in Q1, but Albon up in third, Tsunoda 11th. You would imagine after this session they'll have much better confidence. Damp qualifying conditions now. Trying to improve, but they're never going to. You got to admire the AI for their intelligence, haven't you? Artificial intelligence, you say? But Danny Rick up in 13th. That's an excellent lap from him in the AlphaTauri. Perez and Stroll quickest. It's pretty much as you'd expect down to P11, but Lewis Hamilton out in Q1. That's a shocker, and you know he's not having a good season. It's whether Mercedes will want him next season. But there you have it. Obviously, Albon will be getting a penalty. Oh, and we're going to be on full wets this session. Oh, we've went the wrong direction for Sonoda. That's annoying. Yeah. Never mind. It's a good result for Albon, but right. Let's have a look at the track. It's going to get slightly drier towards the end, so I'm tempted to leave it for now, and in fact change to intermediate tyres. And basically, as soon as that rain eases off, looks like everybody else is going for something similar as well. Right. Now's the time to go out, and then you'll get the right conditions. It's interesting, lots of people have gone for the same idea.
Focus on time. Nice.
Copy.
Just focus on getting the brakes.
Copy.
Let's get everything
We're happy to push.
pushed hard.
Okay.
Okay, here we go then.
Use the overtake.
Yep, copy.
That's Alex Albon
Make sure you give some energy.
Copy.
starting his flying lap. And I think this is going to be the absolute peak conditions of this session. Obviously no DRS. Albon quickest in that first sector. Following that Red Bull about, and I think the Red Bull's just behind Aston Martin as well, so these are two quick cars we're following. And Fernando Alonso has gone quickest. Gasly second, Leclerc third. You can see though, it's a big discrepancy between times. And here we are then with Alex Albon. He's going to come up to the line. And what's he going to produce? Albon goes third, Sonoda over the line, and he goes fifth. That's not bad. It's pretty good.
Okay, we want to increase lift and coast.
And I feel
Yes, copy.
those might be the best times that you get. If you look at the session, it is going to get wetter gradually. Yeah, it's a tough ask to be a very risky business to not go out again. Yeah, people are improving, so let's get out there. Sonoda first, Albon second. I'm actually going to let them do their own warm-up lap until around about here, when they're going to start attacking.
Okay,
Keep those tyres cool for as long as possible,
Copy.
and then go for it.
We can push on now.
So here we go. Going to have virtually a clear track to work with. Just got that Mercedes car of George Russell to negotiate. Nicely done from Sonoda. That's yellow. It's not quite what we wanted from him. And yellow from Albon as well. Hoping the middle sector's a bit kinder to Yuki. Yes, it is. It's green in the middle sector. What we're looking at, a 31.3 and a 31.2. They've got to be decent.
Checker.
So Sonoda's coming round now. Tyres at a good temperature, and Yuki Tsunoda is coming up to the line. And he's up to 7th. That's a great lap. He's through to Q3. Albon comes over the line. He goes 5th. There you go.
8.
That is awesome.
Okay, we
From the boys, both through to Q3. That's very, very good indeed. There's Albon set up, by the way, if you're interested. Right, let's get ourselves into qualifying 3. Let's have a little look at times, or when the track's going to get better. It's going to get much better towards the end of the session. There's no... I was going to say there's no point setting any times, but... well, Albon's kind of doing it for us. That's fine. Albon's getting a penalty anyway, so... let's just let Albon do a generic lap. Following the AI's instructions. So 109.4.
So boxing this lap then.
Yeah, copy.
And yeah, he's a long way off, and that's interesting, isn't it? Positive of all this rain is that we will have plenty of tyres for the race tomorrow. Yep, starting to dry. It's going to be last man over the line stuff here. And so here we go then.
We could do with a bit more pace now if we've got it.
Yes,
You can increase the pace.
top 10.
So there goes
Be
Albon.
aggressive with overtake usage.
Copy.
And here comes Yuki. We've got the track to ourselves essentially, other than this Mercedes. Has the Mercedes done their fast lap? They mustn't have, because Albon's getting an almighty tow. And that's a purple first sector. Snowda green, let's just have a look at the difference. At 0.2 of a second, which is pretty massive in what is just a point and squirt sector. Now can Albon trouble pole position again? Let's see, checkered flag is out. George Russell's going to set his time. Where's he going to go? And George Russell comes over the line. And Albon comes over the line. And Albon goes on the pole. Russell was on pole. And there goes Tsunoda. He goes 5th. Wow, well, being the last people to set our lap times has meant it's a second pole position of the season for Alex Albon. 3rd, if you count Baku as well. But of course, Alex Albon will be getting a penalty, 5-place grid penalty, I believe, if not 10. So he's going to drop down. But Yuki Tsunoda will be promoted to P4. But Alex Albon will be leading us away in the sprint race. Awesome stuff.
We're back, and the action is set to get even better today as the drivers go racing in the sprint. Well, we're going racing a little earlier this weekend, with a sprint now set to define the starting order for the Grand Prix itself.
Of course, when it comes to a sprint, it's not just about setting the grid for the Grand Prix. The drivers will be fighting hard to gain valuable championship points.
Now, who will reach the peak and who has a mountain to climb? Here at the Austrian Sprint.
Okay, right. Let's have a little look then. Yeah, I don't think softs are going to be the option, are they? And I don't think we can actually use hards, can we? No. So, yeah. It's a shame because we'd like to be attacking, but yeah, it's just not going to be worth it, is it? Well, we'll see. We'll see anyway. We'll be aggressive with Alex Albon and try and get him this sprint victory. Maybe Tsunoda will be a little bit more careful with. Obviously attack at the start, but other than that, we'll be okay. Right, okay, let's get into it then. Oh! Albon starting 20th! Oh, wow. Is it worth taking a full lot then? It might be. Yeah, I think it probably is. If we're getting that big a grid penalty anyway, let's take everything while we can. I thought it would just be a 10-place grid penalty for an ERS part. Okay, fair enough. Glad we spotted that. Right, let's get ourselves into the sprint race.
We're ready for 24 laps around the Red Bull Ring in what should be a great sprint.
Drivers certainly don't shy away from overtaking on this circuit, meaning we should be in for a hotly contested competition here in Austria.
Don't forget, Tsunoda has his 3-place grid penalty from the last race as well for causing a collision.
We're all ready to go for
But here we go then. Can Alex Albon get us off to a good start here? It's lights out. Away we go for the sprint race in Austria. It's a good start off the grid for Alex Albon. Good start for Lance Stroll as well as we head into turn 1, and it's all nice and clean through there. And actually, Yuki Tsunoda getting a little run on Carlos Sainz there. That's what we like to see. But it's Alex Albon that is leading the way currently. And Tsunoda did get past Carlos Sainz there. Very good from him.
Yes.
Okay, you're doing good.
Let's keep pushing forward. And we have got some yellow flags out there. But nothing serious just yet. And it's Alex Albon still leading the way at the start of this race. But Lance Stroll is looking very, very racy behind. And of course, DRS is enabled on the second lap of the Grand Prix in the sprint race. So Albon's under pressure here. He's snuck DRS off Stroll there. Yeah, let's get them into neutral and ERS battle assist. Yeah, Tsunoda's going to have a great run at George Russell here, and he flies around the outside. This is going to be a good chance.
Yeah, it's just not possible.
And he's through, and there goes Albon through again. On Stroll. Could be a race-long battle this between these two.
Contact at turn 1. Debris on track.
Yeah, we have got a crash involving multiple cars, and it was Kevin Magnussen, and that looks like Nick De Vries as well. And oh, it's a nasty little one, but they will survive that. So let's drop Yuki down to standard.
Focus on your tires for the moment.
Maybe avoid high-risk curbs and see. Maybe pop them on aggressive, but avoid high-risk curbs. And we'll see what comes of that.
Can you bring the pace up, please?
Copy.
So here we go then. Oh! Albon's out.
VSC.
What's happened here?
You just have to follow
What's
your
he
delta.
done?
Follow your delta and you'll be safe.
Copy.
What did Albon do?
Let's take a closer look. Now this was at turn 1.
He has DRS. He loses it. Oh, he just hits the curb. He's straight into the wall, and that's the back of the car. Oh my god, if he's written off another engine, I'm gonna be furious. Albon in the wall. VSC is out.
Nice to manage the tires.
Wow. Yeah, just unbelievable. He was starting at the back anyway, but he had a great chance to battle with Lance Stroll for the sprint race victory here. And he's thrown that away. Oh, good chance for Yuki Tsunoda to regroup here. Virtual safety car ending.
VSC ending.
Copy.
I'm happy to lean more on the tires.
Copy.
Use the rest.
And here we go then. We are back underway in Austria for the sprint race. We're going to keep on board with Tsunoda and just check that he's not losing too much pace to Russell. And now he's in a decent place. But I do think the avoid high-risk curbs doesn't work anymore. I think that's fair to say. But hopefully his tyres have benefited from all of that and he can now push to the end. That's the plan anyway. Should be quicker than Russell, really. We've seen evidence of that so far. And here he comes. Round the outside he goes. And Tsunoda almost through. Doesn't manage all the way though.
Let's go.
Oh no, he did. He kept it down the inside. I wish we'd seen that. But I don't think it's worth pushing massively. And Russell's just gonna get back through. It's gonna be a bit of a yo-yo between these two. And really the true test will be Carlos Sainz and what he can do. We're nearly halfway through this sprint race and doing nicely at the moment. Let's zoom it forward and yeah, well, all their tyres are looking a bit dodgy now. As I suspected, it is very much a yo-yo race at the moment. So plan for me is just to keep those. Ah, damn it. I was going to say keep that ERS. But now that we've lost out to Sainz, that messes it up. Unless we can get past Russell now, when we could. Come on. Yeah, well, that was the problem, wasn't it? Was that Russell's now yo-yoing with Sainz? Actually might... Well, Sainz is going to catch Lance Stroll. What's happened to Stroll's tyres in all of this? Well, Stroll's pace has gone off a cliff. Are we going to get DRS here? No, that's annoying. Yeah, need to work out when we are going to push here. Sainz is leading the Grand Prix. All of a sudden, he's took that out of nowhere. We got Perez right behind us as well.
Leave core increase, please.
Copy.
And we start Lyco.
Copy.
We look at reducing the lift and core.
Copy.
1.7 seconds behind Sainz now. Oh! Well, that almost went very wrong. Why is Magnussen not getting out of the way? Come on, blue flags. Blue flags! What is he doing? Oh, damn it. Yeah, we've completely stuffed up here with Tsunoda. Because we're having to conserve fuel. Right, should be enough now. I'd say it's worth attacking the tyres now. So here we go, we're through on Russell. And now Ocon is next on the final lap of the race. So here we go. And Lance Stroll leads going into the final lap of the race. Yeah, you don't want to get past too soon, because Ocon is going to have the chance out of this corner. But you can see we're 1.6 seconds behind Stroll here. Not a million miles away if there was to be an incident from winning this sprint race. I mean, we're looking like we're going to finish third here. Yep, ahead of Ocon. And this is what I was meant to do, is save up that ERS and
So what ERS?
take it all the way to the end. But it's going to be Sainz that wins this, I think. Unless there's something crazy up to the line. But no, Sainz wins it. Stroll second, and Tsunoda in third place. Very good. 6 points for him from today's race. Ocon fourth.
He's taken the win.
Then Russell, then Perez, then Alonso, and Verstappen rounds out the points. But Alex Albon out of the race very early on there. Yeah, not what we needed.
Without any points.
They'll be disappointed to have not even finished the sprint here today.
Okay then, let's head forward.
It's race day. and final preparations are underway.
4 years on from the circuit being renamed to the Red Bull Ring, Max Verstappen became the first driver to bring an eponymous car to victory here in 2018.
Karun, as far as Williams are concerned, what's the mood in the garage been like this weekend?
It all feels very positive down in the garage. Everything seems in control and morale looks to be very high. The team are gelling well together.
And Austria is always full of surprises, so who knows what lies in store here at the Red Bull Ring.
Okay, here we go then. Okay, so Sonoda's going to start 6th, Albon 19th. Oh my god, he's completely wrecked the engine. Right, let's get another new one in there then. This is costing us an arm and a leg. But is what it is. Yeah, need to replace it all. Suspension. Okay, we can have that. Rear wing. That's fine. Might have to emergency manufacture one of these. Nope, we've got one, that's okay. Right, so Albon, we'll work on his car in a minute. Right, everything looks fine. So what compounds have we got for the race? We got 3 sets of soft, 3 sets of mediums, and a hard compound. Okay. Yeah. I quite like this one. I think you should be able to attack a little bit more. Yeah. That looks pretty good to me, to be honest. Medium, hard, medium for Albon. Although, to be fair, is he going to be better doing his hard tyre stint first? Maybe. Because he is going to struggle to get through the field, I think, because there's going to be a hell of a lot of DRS trains and the likes. Yeah, that's what we'll go for. So, hard tyre start for Albon. Although there will be rain later on, that's the other consideration. So actually, do we go medium, medium? Lots of chopping and changing here. Medium, medium, inter. Be aggressive to the end. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. Medium, medium, inter. As for Sonoda, why don't we try and be a bit more aggressive with him. We'll go medium and soft. Let's go for that. That's fine. Just trying to do things a little bit differently for both drivers, just to see where we get to with it all. Obviously Albon's going to be an interesting scenario. He's basically spent all of our reserve money.
The grid is now set for the 71 laps of the Red Bull Ring. I suspect that we'll all be closely following Charles Leclerc in this one.
To get back from P9 up towards the front, it's going to be a case of executing their strategy well and keeping it clean.
This should certainly be a good one, folks.
Here we go then. We are ready for the lights and 72 laps here in Austria.
It's the Austrian Grand Prix. And it's
Lights out, away we go. Very quick release of the lights, and I think that caught out Carlos Sainz at the front. Has Stroll took advantage? Yes, he has. Stroll goes down the inside of turn 1, and you can see lots of the guys near the front. They're on hards, although Russell's on soft, so you'd expect him to be pretty racy at the start. And Tsunoda there on medium tyres, but generally lots of people on hard tyres. Apologies to headphone users there. Absolutely whacked me microphone on the way through, so apologies if you are now deaf.
Oh, it's incredible.
Although if you are, you can't hear me anymore, so I apologise. Anyway, Tsunoda through, and I think, to be honest, let's say high overtakes on both drivers.
Copy.
It's critical, the overtake.
Yeah, Albon's going to struggle lower down the order.
Keep pushing.
And to be honest, why don't we just drop off with Albon?
You can afford to drop back.
Get him out of the hustle and bustle. Get him to save his stuff. And all will be good in the world in a couple of laps' time. Right, where is Tsunoda? We'll drop him down to neutral now. Put his battle assist on as well. Yeah, the soft tyre runners, it's going to be really interesting how the strategy works out here. Surely the hard tyre runners will be able to go all the way to the wet weather. When we're expecting that to come. Around about lap 40. Well, it's all going to be about trying to time that. Yeah, Tsunoda's going to struggle to keep Fernando Alonso behind. He's probably going to struggle to keep Charles Leclerc behind as well. Yeah, time for the yo-yos of Austria. Because you've got 3 consecutive DRS zones, it's tricky to stay in front of anybody when they're within a second. Yeah, so Russell leading the way, Stroll in second at the moment. There you go, Leclerc's just passed us, but then Tsunoda almost got back past there. Albon, by the way, not making much progress near the back. Needs to be a bit more aggressive, one would feel. Yep, through nicely there. Tsunoda battling with Charles Leclerc side by side, these two. Yeah, hard tyre runners, it'll be the second stint that you get them while they're staying out there. You'll be pumping in the laps on a fresh set. In Tsunoda's case of soft tyres.
No chance.
Head down, mate.
Okay, let's zoom it through a little bit. Till the time is right. Tsunoda flip-flopping with Fernando Alonso now. And Albon actually flip-flopping with Zhou Guanyu there. Let's give him a bit of deployment to get him up to where Daniel Ricciardo is. Albon now within DRS of those. Virtual safety car.
Okay, there's a big crash. Be careful on start finish.
Not sure what's happened. It's Bottas and Piastri.
Is it okay?
Yeah, let's have a little look. And yeah, Piastri trying to get past Bottas into turn 1. And yeah. Oof. It's a nasty one for Bottas. But I think Piastri will be okay.
Let's see. Close to Delta.
Copy.
Now this helps the hard tyre runners
Just remember in the main
immeasurably
straight,
now.
to be some debris.
Alonso's took the
Is it okay?
chance to come into the
All
pits.
good.
It's an interesting theory. Maybe with Albon it's going to be worth coming in, putting on some hard tyres and being aggressive with them.
Yeah, box.
Box.
With Tsunoda, I think the track position is important.
Box.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, this is a quicker pit stop than you'd normally have. Or, you know, you don't lose as much time. It's a good pit stop, and there you go. Safety or
Yes,
virtual
ending.
safety car ending.
Yeah, copy.
And at just the right time as well.
Focus and push.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
GRS enabled. Reduce fly cover.
Yeah, copy.
Let's see what we can do here. Sort of closing in on Ocon for P5. Might even be able to have a little look here. He is right in the slipstream, using a bit of ERS, pulls to the outside. This is going to be close. Pulls to the inside. Oh, and it's a big lock-up. Oh, wow.
Very, very bad.
Here's the replay.
Yeah, was trying
Right, let's have a
to
look as we go
get
into
past
turn
Ocon.
4.
It was a very late switchback.
Well, you can see
And I
the
tell you
lockup,
what, he's
but
very
that's just
lucky he
the
didn't
risk.
go straight into Ocon and wipe them both out of the race there. Yeah, I think bring him in now. And do what Albon's doing.
Box.
Yeah, copy.
So we're racing Zoo.
So that's
We start like
virtually ended our race in terms of being competitive.
Yeah, I agree.
But
Copy.
yeah, it was trying to be highly aggressive, and that's what cost us in the end there.
We're back on low on pack again.
Okay.
So Tsunoda in. Slow Rio right.
Sorry. Clear pit exit.
Okay, so what sort of lap times is Albon doing? A 1:07.1 last lap. It's pretty quick. And Albon should be able to make good headway. There goes Albon round the outside of De Vries. No. Hopefully going to catch up to Zhou Guanyu again. And obviously this race could drastically change when the rain comes, and we are expecting it in the not too distant future, maybe lap 34. You know, I'd still say we're going to be pitting around lap 40. But these tyres should be okay up until that point, you would think. Let's have a little look at strategy view if we add that in. Yeah, maybe the tyres wouldn't be quite as good. Yeah, Sonoda will probably be alright. Let's drop that back down to aggressive for Albon. Do the same for Sonoda. And we have got some yellow flags. Now then. Now slowly but surely catching up to Kevin Magnussen in the Haas car. Albon is the quickest man out there at the moment. Lance Stroll leading the race. Russell second on those old soft tyres. Yeah, that's what Magnussen's really struggling on at the moment. So Albon now starting to close in on Norris. Yeah, needs to go back to balanced, and same for Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda in a battle with Daniel Ricciardo at the moment. Current teammates, aren't they? But yeah, there won't be any pleasantries between them. Speaking of teammates, Tsunoda now taking over his former teammate Nick de Vries. He's through quite nicely there. So Albon staying about the same distance behind these guys. We are expecting this rain to come very soon, maybe within a couple of laps. So yeah, worth keeping an eye on. I'm trying to keep these tyres going as long as they can. Because some other people might bolt into the pit lane. Surely Russell's he's gonna end up behind Albon. So that virtual safety car.
Yeah, I can see a lot of rain.
Yeah, rain has started.
Understood.
And now it's going to be about when do you come in and make that call, as Russell's gone on to another set of soft tyres. Yeah, that could be a mistake. Gonna use a bit of ERS to get Albon within a second of Norris. That'll then basically allow him to defend from Russell until this rain gets too much. When are we expecting it to get worse? Yeah, not yet. Tsunoda back up to 13th, by the way. And wherever you are now is sort of track position because of the rain. Yeah, we're not far away from Wet conditions, and well, Albon might have had a look there, but decided against it. Hamilton's the cork in the bottle here. So Fernando Alonso lock up. George Russell could be a problem. .59 now. I think it's now worth both of our guys attacking their tyres as much as they can. Yeah, this has got to be the chance for Albon. Oh, well. Also very slow there on 664. Well, Sainz is in. I think he's making the change to intermediates. Feels a bit early. Does feel very early to be thinking about inters. It's not a million miles away. Let's say another lap. So, yeah, it's going to be this lap for Albon. Tsunoda's going to come in as well. And yeah, if Albon can get through here, I mean, Stroll's come in onto the intermediate tyres. Lots of people are out there on the inters. It's definitely getting towards the crossover point. Still not everybody has come in yet. This is surely the time. Good pit stop from Albon.
Yeah, watch the white line on exit.
Yep, Albon going to be side by side with Carlos Sainz, and he is ahead.
Watch out, white line.
Tsunoda's going to be P13 here. So it's worked out very nicely for Tsunoda. Back in the game, you would say.
Can use the overtake.
Copy.
Yeah, need to get in front of Sainz now.
Yeah, it's
And I
it's
think
just
he's
not
done it.
possible.
All to play for.
And Hamilton and Perez in the pit lane now. Yeah, well ahead of Hamilton. Perez obviously got away with it, but... Yeah, right, back to the intervals now. Albon closing up to Russell. It's just going to get wetter and wetter for the rest of the Grand Prix now. This is us. So definitely time to zoom forward a bit. Yeah, the last thing you want is overheating inters, so... Try and use the ERS a little bit to pull away from Sainz, but also catch George Russell a little here. But yeah, we're in a good place now. Albon 1.7 behind George Russell, still catching him. And Tsunoda slowly but surely catching up to Gasly. He's took about 2 seconds out of him. And then wait until we're nice and close to Russell and then use ERS to get past him. Or at least that's what the plan was. And now Russell's pulled away. No real reason for it. Well, that might be us for the race now, to be fair. There might not be much action left. That's what I was sort of expecting. And, well, Albon's now closing up to Russell again, which is quite funny. Sainz is closing in now. And actually, look at this for Albon. He is right behind George Russell now.
Use the overtake.
Okay, copy.
We look at reducing the lift and core.
Yeah, copy.
So let's see what we can pull off here. He's getting close, but not quite close enough to be able to launch one down the inside. Yeah, good idea, trying to catch Russell off guard through these corners. And he is nice and close here. This could be a chance for Alex Albon. Not quite yet, but I think this time. He's going to have a look around the outside. Unless he can keep it in there, it's going to be very difficult there. Stay there. Tsunoda's now overtaken Norris.
Okay, press and hold overtake.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. There we go, uses the ERS to good effect. And he is through.
We're making progress.
So up to P7 now.
Let's keep pushing, this is good.
It's Lance Stroll leading the way in this race, rather unbelievably. I'm starting to close in on Fernando Alonso. I'm not going to worry about tyre temps because it doesn't seem to be affecting it too much. And we have a virtual safety car out there. What has happened?
close on the delta.
Okay, there's a big crash.
And it's Lance Stroll. It's Lance Stroll,
Look at that.
who was
Here we go, heading
second,
into turn
or was he leading the race? He was. And it's another race that he's led and crashed from the lead on. His championship charge is very much disintegrating. That's going to be Tsunoda up to P11 now. And Albon up to P6. Not far behind P4. But that is unbelievable.
Battery is good.
Copy.
So
VNC is ending.
Top 10.
here we go then.
Start to close in now.
Let's get going. I'm going to tell Tsunoda to be aggressive. And here we go again. Yeah, this traffic could be a problem. There's only 3 laps to go here. If he's going to do it, it's going to have to be soon.
Currently low on pack.
Yep.
Albon actually not much in front of George Russell now.
So what DRS?
Copy.
Well, there goes Tsunoda. He's got through. Just about.
Use DRS.
He is using it now. So Max Verstappen leading the way on this final lap.
Good job there.
And Tsunoda up into the top 10.
Okay, one more lap.
Now, could have been better. But we'll certainly take it. Now, here we go on Lewis Hamilton. You can see he's harvested. Well, no, it'll be the wet weather symbol, won't it? But
Make sure you give some energy.
yeah, we're going to use energy for the rest of this lap. Albon's going to do the same.
Yeah. Deploy. Yeah.
So here we go with Tsunoda. It's going to be a last lap lunge for Yuki Tsunoda round the outside of Lewis Hamilton.
Max Verstappen over the finish
As Max
line,
Verstappen has
and
won.
today's winner.
No ERS left for Tsunoda. I don't think he's going to be able to get past. And, well, Albon over the line in P6. That's 8 points in the bag.
Guys, amazing.
Very, very good again.
Well done, everyone.
Nice work, nice work.
And we're going to fly around this next corner. Can Tsunoda get Hamilton up to the line? I don't think so. Here we come up to the line then. Tsunoda finishes 10th.
Take the flag.
That's not bad. After being at the back, he's fought his way back through the field and finished in 10th place and got himself a point. That's fair enough. Fair play. Just waiting for Kevin Magnussen to cross the line. And there you go.
Now, I think it came together pretty well for Alex Albon today.
It was a really good drive. A nice
And that was
finish in
from the
points.
back, remember,
I
for
imagine
Alex
the team
Albon.
will be very happy with that.
And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
4 superb wins to their name now this year, and it's been a pleasure watching them drive.
Well, there were mountains to overcome here in Austria, but those 3 managed to climb to the top. Now, Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race, but how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
And that's it for this weekend here in Austria.
For the next round, we're heading back to the heart of the UK. Get ready for a race to remember in Silverstone, the cradle of Formula One.
Okay then, that's where we're gonna pretty much leave it today. Obviously, Albon through in 6th and Yuki Tsunoda, so 9 points for the two of them there. So Albon 1 point ahead of Tsunoda now in the standings. Obviously, Tsunoda finished 3rd in the sprint race, meaning he got 8 or 6 points from that. So it's very, very close between the two of them. But we are very close to breaking 100 points now. 89, but Alpine are catching us up with every given race. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on to 5th this year. Obviously, we've got the pace. It's just, have we got the reliability of the drivers to keep it between the white lines? In terms of pit stops, Red Bull have very much taken an extra step, as have Ferrari. We were 5th and 6th this Grand Prix, and our lead has been cut down to 60. That's going to be whittled down very, very quickly, you feel. And there's the report for today. Unfortunately, a mistake for Yuki Tsunoda. It didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. He was at the back anyway. But, yeah, annoying anyway. Okay, so Alex Albon, once again, 1st in qualifying. Absolutely brilliant from him. Didn't finish the sprint race, unfortunately, but the race, very, very good from him, and plenty of overtakes for him to be happy with. And yeah, practice for Wassa was good, so he should hopefully get another development point. That's the plan. Anyway, 3.7 million in profit made this weekend. Okay, so refurbishment complete, and Yuki Tsunoda is now an 83 rated driver. They're very, very close. It's a very good driver lineup. I don't know whether we're gonna change any of them next year. Maybe we don't want to. I'd quite like to have a look at Hamilton, just in terms of what his contract is, more than anything else. Not really to sign him, but yeah, there's a few guys open to negotiation that we might have a look at some point. I think it's definitely worth doing. But that's where we're going to leave it for today. If you have enjoyed that, give it a big thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.